intense rivalry began back on March the 5th. Wait a second, don't tell me they're going outside here. Referee Bill Rush is going to have to get control of this one. Good grief. As right like that, Matt Riviera was rammed face first in the RCW ring trailer. And there is no give on that. I'm sure he left a big dent in that one. That's not going to make the RCW officials very happy. I'm sure Steve Cherry is going to bill somebody for that one. Ron Rage is going to pull Matt Riviera back in. This thing is crazy and is breaking down fast. Give referee Bill Rush lots of credit for having a little bit of discretion here because he knows the situation between these two men. Matt Riviera lost the match to Ron Rage. In the first round of the RCW Championship Tournament, Ron Rage hit the steel post. And that may turn the complexion of this match real quickly. It was interesting. I guess first things first, okay, I'll let you sit out first, I suppose, and come on you back. He's good, son. Excuse me. I can't watch him. You can, okay.
It's no secret we've got a lot of history between us, but we both got to put that aside because, I mean, it's going to be an honor. Whoever holds that belt, it's going to be an absolute honor, and I'm going to give him my all. I know he is too.
All right,
CJ, you can come out here and act like you like these people, these hypocrites, these idiots. But the fact is, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for these fans. I'm sorry for your hard times. And I'm sorry to inform you that this match will end no other way except the Worthington way.
Hello wrestling fans and welcome to another exciting edition of RCW Late Nite Wrestling here on KAIT TV-8. Jonesboro, Brian Thompson here with you, and this week, as promised last week, we're going to give you a special look at the Reign of Terror so to speak, that has been caused by Midnight Gold, the tag team consisting of Beautiful Bobby Eaton and his new partner, Golden Boy Greg Anthony, a team that has been together now a little more than 1 calendar year, and boy, during that 1 calendar year have they caused a lot of havoc for a lot of people. And here in Ringside Championship Wrestling, there is no exception to that rule. We're going to take you back to March the 5th in Truman, Arkansas at the Recreation Complex, our very first show, very first main event in RCW history. They took out some aggression on Stan Lee and Derek King. And then later in March, action in Augusta, Arkansas, it was Premier Brutality, 3G Eric Wayne and Kid Nichols against Midnight Gold, and the Key to the City would come into play. You'll see what we're talking about here in a little while. And then exclusive footage never before seen at all here on Ringside Championship Wrestling Late Nite, the rematch, Midnight Gold versus Premier Brutality Part 2. All that and more this week on RCW Late Nite Wrestling. We're going to take a quick time out. When we'll come back, we'll get right to the action. We'll take you back to our very first show in Truman, Arkansas.
Quiet. Hold still. Becker. Beckham. Beckham. Feel like that credit has you locked up? Card a day will bail you out.
Card a day, you ride a day, 'cause we just say yes. Card a day, you ride a day, our deal is the best.
Good credit or bad credit at Card a Day, we say yes. There you go.
Card a day, you ride a day, 'cause we just say yes.
Here we go as promised. Exciting action coming to you from our first live event in Ringside Championship Wrestling history. It was the team of Hot Topic Derek King and Stan Lee. The opposition, of course, the team we're focusing on this week, Beautiful Bobby Eaton and Golden Boy Greg Anthony, Midnight Gold. A lot to prove here, as these are, without question, two of the top teams in the area over the past several years. Of course, Stan Lee is also the oftentimes partner of Chris O'Neal, and you can see him in various combinations. Derek King has had many partners as well, but you know, these two seem to gel real well together when they do team up, so should be interesting to see how this one ended up panning out in Truman, Arkansas. As you can see, Beautiful Bobby Eaton, never one shy about breaking the rules in professional wrestling, as he was just using the ring ropes to his advantage there a few moments ago. Beautiful Bobby will be on the card Saturday night, May the 29th, 1 week from tonight. As part, actually, well, I say Saturday night, I stand corrected. He will be a part of the action all day long. We're going to start out at Augusta Days in Augusta. 2 p.m. bell time start there in the early afternoon. The action will be hot and heavy. And then the stars that have been signed for that will just drive on down the road to Jonesboro. Card a Day, the official sponsor of Ringside Championship Wrestling. And we will have great action at Card a Day in Jonesboro. Looking forward to it. A full day of Ringside Championship Wrestling. Hey, if you're a big fan, I say just why don't you get in that car that you bought from Card a Day, go to Augusta, watch the action, and then come on up north to Jonesboro and finish out your day. What a way to have a full plate, a full menu of professional wrestling action. Golden Boy Greg Anthony, I mentioned Beautiful Bobby Eaton about breaking the rules. As you can see there, Golden Boy Greg Anthony, he's not too shy about it either, as they at this particular point in time had worked over Stan Lee. And you got to watch Bobby Eaton on the floor. One of the most dangerous men. When it comes to right hands, Beautiful Bobby Eaton has one of the most devastating right hands in the world of professional wrestling. Derek King did not like what he saw a moment ago, as it was a big right hand from Beautiful Bobby Eaton. Golden Boy Greg Anthony was going to try to get the victory, but he wasn't able to. This match, you will see how things started off for Midnight Gold. They don't mind cheating. They don't mind breaking the rules. They don't mind doing whatever it takes to get the victory and move up the ladder of contention here in Ringside Championship Wrestling. Golden Boy, front face lock on Stan Lee, trying to hold him down, keep him from getting to a vertical base where he would have the opportunity to tag into his partner, the very popular Derek King, a man who has been around the Mid-South now for the better part of a decade and a half. Big star with Power Pro Wrestling. And give credit where credit is due. Midnight Gold knows how to use that ring to their advantage. A tag was made, but referee Caleb Demps did not see it. Speaking of wrestling action, Ringside Championship Wrestling is glad to announce a return date to Forest City, Arkansas, Saturday, June 19th. We're going to try 7:30 bell time. That's right, 7:30 in Forest City at the Boys and Girls Club of St. Francis County. It's the former Forest Hills Elementary. We had a fantastic time last time we were in Forest City, and we want to see each and every one of you there that came out last time. What I want you to do is go find 400 friends. Bring them all to see Ringside Championship Wrestling live when we return to Forest City. I know some big matches are being signed for that card as a follow-up to what happened a couple of weeks ago when we were there. Shocking incidences, and we will actually begin airing that footage next week here on Ringside Championship Wrestling Late Night. Golden Boy always measuring his man for the precise target, and he delivered there on Stan Lee, who is the worst for wear. He's been in the ring quite some time now. We are joining this match in progress. A matchup that took place on May the 5th in Truman, Arkansas. As you can see, Midnight Gold using double team tactics left and right to try to gain an edge, trying to gain an advantage against the opposition. And of course, kudos to our great camera crew in Ringside Championship Wrestling. We have, of course, Mr. Richard Bresler, and on this particular evening, Gary Davis was in the house providing the camera work. I tell you what, this organization is so blessed to be surrounded by a lot of great people. It takes a lot of us, ladies and gentlemen, to pull these shows off, and we're glad to have an entire crew, an entire staff of dedicated individuals that bring you Ringside Championship Wrestling. Stan Lee wants to bring himself to the pay window, the victory. If he can somehow fight back, get to his corner, make the also important tag to his partner Derek King. He has withstood several minutes of punishment. But Golden Boy Greg Anthony, as you can see there with the leg drop, he does not seem to want to give an inch to his opponent Stan Lee. This was kind of an insider, Wrestling Insider's dream match. You had two teams that had actually never faced each other before in this format. I've mentioned before we saw Stan Lee and Golden Boy a few weeks here on RCW Late Night Wrestling with an incredible 21-minute contest that saw Stan Lee get the victory. Those two have a long history, and a lot of it involves the hair, the short hair you see on Golden Boy Greg Anthony. I've said it before. He hasn't always worn that type of haircut. He used to have some long golden locks. And about a year and a half ago in a matchup that took place in Ripley, Tennessee, Stan Lee defeated Golden Boy, and Golden Boy was forced to shave his head. And ladies and gentlemen, he has not forgotten about that, I promise you. Stan Lee able to get both feet up. This young man is thinking about flying. He does so and connects with a split-legged moonsault. Now is the time for him. If he is going to make a tag and going to get to his corner, he needs to do it right here, right now. We got some big news coming up, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you in the upcoming weeks, we're in negotiations to bring Ringside Championship Wrestling to more and more cities. We have also, of course, added Wynn, Arkansas, Saturday, June 12th as part of the annual Farm Fest. We're going to be there for that. Cannot wait to be in my home neck of the woods in Wynn on Saturday, June 12th. We'll have, of course, more information on that after we finish the double duty this weekend. I don't know about Midnight Gold. They're scheduled to be there, but their heads just collided. They may not make it. As Derek King is just taking out all of his aggressions on them. He's waited several minutes to get in that ring. Stan Lee had to take the brunt of punishment, and Derek King came in a house of fire. Well, what's the situation here where there's going to be a pinning combination? 1, 2, 3, and beautiful Bobby Eaton is defeated. So there you go. Midnight Gold loses the first match, and they're not happy about it. Come on. Midnight Gold defeated the first winners The main event, first time main event in RCW Wrestling history will be Hot Topic, but Midnight Gold is not happy, and they are taking it out on the opposition. Derek King paying a price, Stan Lee paying a price here tonight on RCW Late Night Wrestling, and this is what I'm talking about. This is a kind of havoc, destruction that Midnight Gold has unleashed on Ringside Championship Wrestling since we started this organization. And I think, okay, there you go. You saw what just happened. Referee Caleb Demps dumped to the floor. That right there cost Midnight Gold $5,000. That one cost them. We'll be back. We'll take a look at where RCW will be in just a moment, then we'll be back with more. We'll start looking at the feud between Midnight Gold and Premier Brutality.
Hard-working family in a good sedan van, truck or SUV. Car today, you'll ride today, 'cause we just say yes. Even good people have credit problems. We understand. Car today, you ride today. We have a plan. Come on down, you'll see what we got. Your next we'll sit on our line. Car today, you'll ride today, because we say yeah.
If you've been turned down, come to Car today and get your next set of wheels from our lot.
Car today, you ride today, 'cause we just say yes.
Ringside Championship Wrestling makes its return to Augusta, Arkansas, Saturday, May 29th at the Augusta Days Fair. We're going to be up there in the afternoon, 2 p.m. bell time. Come out to see Ron Rage, Midnight Gold, John Michael Worthington, Girl Candy, Christian Jacobs in action. Free admission as part of the Augusta Days Fair, Saturday, May 29th. Afternoon extravaganza, 2 p.m. bell time. We want you to come out, be on TV in Augusta, be there. Ringside Championship Wrestling is proud to team up with Car Today of Jonesboro to bring you fun and excitement on Saturday, May 29th, right there at 3404 Stadium Boulevard. The fun begins at 4 p.m. when you can meet Jerry the King Lawler. That's right, the King, WWE Hall of Famer, will be in the house beginning at 4 p.m. and then the action starts at 5 with RCW superstars Ron Rage, Midnight Gold, John Michael Worthington, and Girl Candy Christian Jacobs. It's Saturday, it's May 29th, Jonesboro, Arkansas. Car Today, meet the King, be there for great wrestling. And I cannot wait, wrestling fans, for next Saturday. All kinds of action, Augusta Days, and then Car Today in Jonesboro. Our good friends Mark Crabtree, Craig Stone, cannot wait to see them and all the sales staff up there at Car Today for an evening, or for an afternoon of, afternoon, 4 o'clock. It depends on your definition, but a whole lot of fun coming to Car Today in Jonesboro. And I tell you what else. What about, I mentioned it, what about that great announcement? Jerry the King Lawler will be there. He will have merchandise available for sale. You can meet the King beginning at 4 p.m. And then, immediately following at 5 p.m., we'll have some great wrestling featuring several local stars from other organizations throughout the area. Our friends from the Southern Wrestling Alliance in Newport, Arkansas will be represented there with the tag team of LSD, labeled Social Deviants. And then RCW is in the house as well with Midnight Gold, as you see them in action here, coming to you from March the 27th in Augusta, Arkansas against Premier Brutality. We'll talk about this match all the way through the highlights here. Again, joined in progress on this one. But you will see them, Ron Rage, Girl Candy, Christian Jacobs, and John Michael Worthington, all representing Ringside Championship Wrestling, kind of a joint venture. Car Today presents professional wrestling. Meet Jerry the King Lawler, see RCW, see labeled Social Deviants, see other superstars from around the region. It's going to be a fun event. It's going to be next Saturday, May the 29th, Memorial Day weekend. Cannot wait for it. Cannot wait to see you there. And did I mention this? It is FREE, absolutely free. That means you don't have to pay a dime to come see it. And you can take that money and spend it on some merchandise from the King or some RCW programs and whatnot that will be available there. It's going to be a lot of fun. But 3G Eric Wayne, as you see in the ring right now, he's not having fun at the hands of Golden Boy Greg Anthony. As again, you know, Midnight Gold has kind of set themselves up to where they want to face the best tag teams in the Mid-South. And without question, over the past couple of years, one of the best teams has been this duo representing the Nightmare Kid Wayne School of Professional Wrestling. They are 3G Eric Wayne, the son of Nightmare Kid Wayne, and actually the grandson of Buddy Wayne. He's a third-generation wrestling star. His partner is the big man on the apron. You'll see him in just a second. To the right of your screen, there you probably get a glimpse of him there. 6'3", 230-plus pounds of Kid Nichols. And Eric Wayne may have an opening here that he can capitalize on, get to his corner and bring in Kid Nichols and let you see him live and in person. Eric Wayne trying to get to his corner, almost able to sneak a pinfall in on Golden Boy, but Golden Boy felt him crawling across him and got his leg. He's going to try to hang on. Doesn't do so. Beautiful Bob Eaton tagged in. Here comes Big Kid Nichols. And I think things are about to break down in this tag team matchup. And you will see it unfold here in a minute what I'm talking about. We did not tell you that beautiful Bob Eaton was presented a prestigious brass, a heavy brass key to the city by Augusta Mayor Jimmy Rhodes. And we all had no clue how that would come into play on March 27th, but we would soon find out at this big event in Augusta. As Kid Nichols has Golden Boy in trouble. On the opposite end, 3G Eric Wayne and beautiful Bob Eaton battling it out. Again, you will see Midnight Gold this weekend, double duty Augusta days at 2 o'clock. And then in Jonesboro with Jerry the King Lawler live from 4. Then wrestling action begins at 5 p.m. A choke slam a little bit ago onto the Golden Boy put beautiful Bob Eaton in trouble. Bob Eaton, he has something on his mind. Referee Tom Simon trying to keep control. He's a veteran referee, but things have just sort of broken down. You got Golden Boy in the ring. You got things going on the floor, and I think beautiful Bob Eaton out of camera range did some, you can see 3G Eric Wayne on the floor. I think Bob Eaton sent him into the steel post. But wait a minute. Bob Eaton, as you see, I talked about that key to the city. I talked about it, and Kid Nichols felt it. The key to the city, that foreign object Bob Eaton used. I can't believe this one. And they're going to try to get a win. They get a win. It's a travesty of justice. Unreal. Let's go to a commercial break on that note. I can't believe it.
Quiet. House down. Becker. Beckham. Beckham. Feel like that credit has you locked up? Card a day will bail you out. Good credit or bad credit at Card a Day, we say yes. There you go.
Ringside Championship Wrestling is proud to team up with Card a Day of Jonesboro to bring you fun and excitement on Saturday, May 29th, right there at 3404 Stadium Boulevard. The fun begins at 4 p.m. when you can meet Jerry the King Lawler. That's right, the King, WWE Hall of Famer, will be in the house beginning at 4 p.m. and then the action starts at 5 with RCW superstars Ron Rage, Midnight Gold, John Michael Worthington, and Girl Candy Christian Jacobs. It's Saturday, it's May 29th, Jonesboro, Arkansas. Card a Day. Meet the King. Be there for great wrestling. And wrestling fans, this will be your card today. Feature match of the week. Never before seen on RCW Late Nite Wrestling TV, the rematch between Midnight Gold, Beautiful Bobby Eaton, and Golden Boy Greg Anthony, and 3G Eric Wayne and Kid Nichols. Premier brutality in this matchup. You're going to see brutality in the form against Kid Nichols, who was actually, you'll see later on, lacerated, busted wide open. And your referee in this matchup, many people probably recognize him, our good friend, Augusta, Arkansas Mayor Jimmy Rhodes. Now, here's the backstory, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy Rhodes presented the key to the city to Beautiful Bobby Eaton several months back. And then Beautiful Bobby Eaton used that key to the city as a weapon, as a foreign object, and it caused Kid Nichols to be defeated during our first Augusta show back in the month of March. Well, Jimmy Rhodes is not happy about that. He contacted RCW officials. He said, look, I want to get in here, I want to be involved. Now, Jimmy Rhodes is on the RCW board of directors, but due to the conflict of interest in that particular case, the board had to decide, should we make Jimmy Rhodes a referee, guest referee, and the board said yes. So that is why you will see Mayor Rhodes as a guest referee in this matchup, as it involves Kid Nichols and 3G Eric Wayne against Midnight Gold and Beautiful Bobby Eaton. Just a moment ago tasted the big steel post courtesy of the big man from the Windy City. One of the first two graduates of the Nightmare Kid Wayne School of Wrestling. Let me tell you, Kid Nichols and Eric Wayne wrestled each other for 60 minutes just to graduate from that school. And they are only two of three graduates in the history of the Nightmare Kid Wayne School of Wrestling. And 3G Eric Wayne is a house of fire against Golden Boy Greg Anthony now. As Kid Nichols, he's going to the floor looking for Beautiful Bobby Eaton. And pandemonium is certainly breaking loose here at the Augusta National Guard Armory. And we cannot wait to see our great fans again in Augusta. That's right, next Saturday night, May 29th, we're going to be there. Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be some Memorial Day mayhem in the great city of Augusta. We hope to see each and every one of you there. 3G Eric Wayne, how impressive is he as he went airborne. Mayor referee, referee mayor, I don't know how I'm going to address him, but Mayor Rhodes has done a fantastic job thus far in this matchup. You would think he is a lifelong referee. And 3G Eric Wayne delivered with a spine buster. Wait a second, look at it. What's going on here? Cameraman, get a close-up of this. Some kind of dirty deed going on. Bobby Eaton, he is sneaking around. He in that boot, looks like he's got something. That is that dadgum stinking key to the city again. And Mayor Rhodes, he's not happy about this. Mayor Rhodes made sure that wouldn't happen again. And 3G gets the pinfall. And we, on that note, we will see you Memorial Day weekend in Augusta and at Carter Day in Jonesboro. Good night, everybody. Ringside Championship Wrestling makes its return to Augusta, Arkansas, Saturday, May 29th at the Augusta Days Fair. We're going to be up there in the afternoon, 2 p.m. bell time. Come out to see Ron Rage, Midnight Gold, John Michael Worthington, Girl Candy, Christian Jacobs in action. Free admission as part of the Augusta Days Fair, Saturday, May 29th. Afternoon extravaganza, 2 p.m. bell time. We want you to come out, be on TV at Augusta. Be there! Ringside Championship Wrestling is proud to team up with Carter Day of Jonesboro to bring you fun and excitement on Saturday, May 29th, right there at 3404 Stadium Boulevard. The fun begins at 4 p.m. when you can meet Jerry the King Lawler. That's right, the King, WWE Hall of Famer, will be in the house beginning at 4 p.m. and then the action starts at 5 with RCW superstars Ron Rage, Midnight Gold, John Michael Worthington, and Girl Candy Christian Jacobs. It's Saturday, it's May 29th, Jonesboro, Arkansas, Carter Day. Meet the King. Be there for great wrestling.